Welcome back to Solo Marvel Champion, where today I've got another gameplay video for you. As always, check the description for more YouTube creators making videos for Marvel Champions. And if you like what you saw here today, please consider a like, sub, and comment to help the channel grow. With that out of the way, let's get to the table. Alright, I am doing Falcon against Standard Unus. I'm doing Standard because the last time I played Unus in Expert, that game took me an hour, and I didn't even damage Unus. Didn't even knock off his tough, I don't think, until 30 minutes into the game. So, just doing Standard today for a shorter game. Also, I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to totally dispense with my sidebar going forward, just because it makes editing a lot faster. While I do enjoy editing those elements into the video, it's not 100% necessary, and I've finally found a good zoom setting which captures my entire playmat. So I know exactly how far left and right I can go with my cards. So let me know in the comments if you really liked my sidebar. I will keep it. I will go back and do it again in the future. If not, I think I'm going to completely do away with sidebar going forward. All right, let's shuffle me. This is my Fortune Favors the Bold deck. And it's actually, that's not how it's written. It's Fortune Favors the Blindfold, but the B, O, L, and D are capital. And in brackets, you get the LINDF. So it's blindfold, but it's cut apart, and really bold is what is in all caps. Fortune Favors the Bold is about, doubling down on looking at the encounter deck. So I have Blindfold, the namesake of the deck, and Global Logistics with a healthy shield package so that Global Logistics, can fire off. I need to exhaust a shield card to do that. Now, in Alter Ego, I can use Sam for that, but I don't necessarily want to use Sam, right? So, surveillance teams. I've got Monica Chang. I've got Coulson, so hopefully I've got enough shield in here to make that pay off. That can pay for surveillance. After he enters play, remove one from each scheme. I might not need to play that right away. But, so I think what I'll do, keep that. Keep Aerial Recon, one of my favorite cards, especially when you know the top card of the deck. Get the encounter card you want. I'm going to keep Blindfold. Let's mulligan him. I get a Global Logistics, which is nice since I'm going to have a surveillance team. Now, I kind of wish I had kept Quasar instead of Blindfold, but Blindfold can also thwart for 2. Unfortunately, though, I need to spend a resource, not even spend a resource, discard a card to get a bird into my hand. So I am going to discard Blindfold. Search my deck for a bird card and add it to my hand. Of course, that is going to be Red Wing, if I can find him. Although Falcon's Flock is a good card too. I think Red Wing does so much for you over the course of a game. It's crazy. I'm going to use that double to play Red Wing. Let's flip up. And while I'm in hero form, I get to look at the top card of the deck. Okay, attach that to a minion, otherwise it gains Surge. So I don't want that as an encounter card. And I think, let's go ahead and put Surveillance Team down. And, I could just clean up Gene Pool. Right now, Unus has Retaliate anyway. So let's do this. Let's thwart it for 2, at least get that down to 2. And exhaust Red Wing. Put Red Wing back in my hand to discard this to remove 1. Okay, that's a boost of 1. And I feel like I want to dig deeper into the deck, which means I'm going to use Red Wing, which I can get back going to Alter Ego, to play Aerial Recon. And then I'm going to play Global Logistics for 0 and exhaust the shield card I control. Look at the top 4 of the deck. Discard any number of them, put the others back in any order. So he's going to attack for 2. Let's make it only 2. That'll be my boost. Then encounter card. And there is a lot of threat on there. Or a pretty good threshold on there. So I'm trying to decide if I want that advance or targeted for elimination. Like, I can thwart, and surveillance team can thwart it off, but then I'm confused. I don't think that's terribly bad. So let's have that as my encounter card. And then setting up the next turn, that will be my boost again. We'll just discard that gang up. All right, then already it is no longer the villain phase or the hero phase, so that goes face down. Let's draw 5. Ooh, Skilled Investigator under surveillance. Falcon's Flock is good. All right. 1 goes on the main, and after 1 goes on the main, 1 goes on Gene Pool. 1 he is attacking for 2. I'm just going to take it because I know that it's a total of 2. I get 1 encounter card, and I know that that encounter card is targeted for elimination. So we can put down a Skilled Investigator. Man, am I going to be able to play that under surveillance? Maybe. This will remove 1 here. I thwart 2 here. Now, when defeated, I'm confused. When that's defeated, I draw a card. Ooh, Wiccan's going to be good. We know our top card is a 0 again, though. And I feel like, I could clear that confused with a yaw and roll, but let's do these 2 for under surveillance. Get that up to 15, and hopefully I don't have to worry about that too much. And if I flip down right now, I know my boost is 0, so he would only, 1 would go on, and then only 1 more would go on. So do I go ahead and flip down? Let's stay up 1 more turn. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this goes back down. 1 goes on the main. After that goes on the main, 1 goes on there. He's attacking for 2. I'm just going to take it because the boost is 0. So I take 2. 1 encounter card, this is one I don't know, is a guard. If there is at least 3 on here, and there is, it gains quick strike. So I take 2 more. Top card is 1. So let's do 2 for Wiccan. After she thwarts, discard the top card, deal a damage to the enemy for each boost. Let's clear my confuse. And I think, let's see, I'm going to flip down. So maybe here I don't clear my confuse. Let's think about this a second. Let's have Wiccan thwart one here, and when she does, that's a dude, Henry. When he does, discard the top card of the encounter deck, deal a damage for each boost. Then I'll attack for 2. Top card is a star. This would attach to an infinite minion. So that will have no effect as a star. Let's flip down now. I'm going to spend a card. Search deck and discard pile for a bird. And, well, I hate using, oh, but I can get Falcon's Flock back. Do 2 for Red Wing. And Red Wing is just going to thwart 1 there. And might as well go ahead and get rid of that threat. Now this is permanent, so it doesn't go away. It's ready and draw 6. Coulson, another Global Logistics. So that I can use to pay for Falcon's Flock. I might even use Red Wing up. And then I can get him right back with his ability. That's a pretty good hand. Plus I've got another Global Logistics. 1 goes on, so 1 goes on here. He schemes for 1 and attach this to an infinite minion. There is none. 1 encounter card. I am stunned. Now I'm stunned and confused. I don't think I care about that. Let's spend 1 card. Hate wasting doubles. Find a bird. Bird will be Falcon's Flock. Then we'll pay for Falcon's Flock with the power of flight because it is aerial. And has 5 counters. I don't think I said it in my other video. I meant to. But Falcon's Flock is just like, or very similar to Schaffner's Catalog in Arkham Horror. Okay, let's go ahead and let's recover. And then we'll flip up. Okay, now do I want to look at the top card? I do. Okay, that's a 3. Let's have Wiccan. Let's first. It's a little unfortunate. But, I mean, she can... Red Wing can remove that threat instead. Exhaust Red Wing, return to hand. Discard the top card, remove that much threat. I really would like to have dealt that, but that's a 2 also. That's fine. Let's do Power of Flight for Red Wing. Let's have Red Wing attack for 1 to knock off the tough, and Wiccan thwart here. Discard the top card and deal 2 damage. Okay, that's a star. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. I don't necessarily like that either. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Let's get that threat off of there. And yeah, that's going to put 2 threat on. Let's I've got plenty of threat removal in this deck, right? Do I just give myself that as an encounter card, knowing that I'm not going to get another encounter card? Or, I don't have a shield card right now, do I? And if I play Agent Coulson, I can't play Global Logistics. It's kind of a tough choice here. Let's do 3 for Agent Coulson. I've got my, no, Aerial Recon isn't prep. What are my 2 preps there? Okay, Aerial Evacuation, which I'm actually kind of starting to like, and Draw Their Fire. I think I do Draw Their Fire. That way, and it is aerial, so Falcon slot can pay for it. Yeah, let's grab Draw Their Fire. That way I don't have to exhaust to defend, and then I can clear these status effects. So I'll use that to play Draw Their Fire. After the villain phase begins, discard this, and I don't exhaust to defend. No threat, so let's just have Coulson attack for 1. And the question remains, do I want that? Let's Aerial Recon to give me that as my boost. Then the top card is a 0. That's fine. Means I'm not going to take any damage. I'm going to defend for 2. Attack will be 2, so that is totally fine. And then just 4 more goes on there. I've got Coulson to thwart, Wiccan to thwart. Red Wing is going to remove some, so I think that's fine. It's ready and draw 5. Weave is nice. Lay the Trap is nice. Soup Kitchen can be good. Bird of Prey helps me there as well. Okay. Actually, not Bird of Prey. That's not the one I was thinking. It was the one that lets me thwart. Okay. 1 goes on the main, and after it does, just lost a die. 1 goes on there. When the turn begins, I always forget the timing on this. After the villain phase begins, I'm going to discard this so I don't have to exhaust to defend. He's attacking. I'm defending. Total attack is 2. I take no damage. When this would be dealt to me as an encounter card, I discard this counter instead, and this is my encounter card, which says place 4 there. It goes there. All right, not terrible. Let's clear my stun. What all do I want to do here? What all do I need to do here? That's a 1 and a soldier, which I don't really want to have to deal with. Coulson will thwart 2. Right, 4, which is still fine. Let's do 1, 2 for the weave. And then I hate to lose Soup Kitchen. Soup Kitchen is actually a really, really good card. But we'll do 1, 2 for Birds of Prey. Deal 4, discard this, making it 5. Okay, that's a 2. I think let's exhaust, return to hand, discard that to remove 2 threat there. He had Retaliate when I made that attack. He no longer has Retaliate. And then Wiccan will thwart this off and discard that to deal 2, Wiccan is gone. Top card is a 0, place 2 on Gene Pool. That's kind of the same situation, isn't it? Where I have to decide if I want that to be a boost to the encounter card. It's a known factor, so let's make that the encounter card. And then, what is this? It's a boost. Choose to either place 2 on Gene Pool or the enemy gets +2/+2. So it would be 4. And I'm going to be defending for 3. And sending 1 back. So I'm totally fine with that. That was a good turn. Let's hold on to that. And up, and away might change things, but maybe not. Maybe not right now. 1 goes on, so 1 goes on. He's attacking for 2. Let's ready everything up. He's attacking for 2. I defend for 3. My boost card says choose to either put 2 here or the activating enemy gets +2 attack. So the attack is 4. I've defended for 3, and now I would take a damage, but I will exhaust this and prevent that damage and send it back there. This is not dealt because I remove a recon counter, and I put 5 on Gene Pool. Okay, now I've got bird's eye view, but I am confused. I think we'll do 1 and 1 for Red Wing. Coulson removes 2, goes away. Let's do 1. And 1 for bird's eye view to clear my confuse. And let's see. Discard an upgrade or support I control is actually pretty good in this case because Falcon's Flock's about to run out anyway and would be discarded anyway. So let's give me that as my face down encounter card. And, of course, I can get Falcon's Flock back. This has 2. So I think let's... What happens when we flip to 2? Nothing. He just gets a little bit stronger in scheme. So, do I go ahead and push him? Or do I clear this? So exhaust Red Wing, return him to hand, discard this to remove 2 here. Okay, that's a 2. And again, I'm going to be defending for 3 and sending 1 back. So I'll actually defeat him on the crackback. Let's draw. Ooh, Soaring Acrobatics is so good too. Red Wing comes back. I might play, or I probably will play Up, and Away. It gives me some good information, and I'm going to draw at least 2 cards from it, right? So we're ready. 1 goes on here, so 1 goes on here. When he attacks, number 1, I'm going to defend for 3. I'm going to play Up, and Away. I get to look at this and this. They are both... They are both 2 icons. So now the question is, which one of these do I want to be my encounter card? Oh, neither of them will be my encounter card, right? Because this will be my only encounter card. So, and if I leave that there, that will end up being a boost card. So I'm totally fine with that. So I am going to use this as my boost. I'm going to draw 2 cards because of the 2 icons. Now, I would take 1. I've defended for 3. His attack is 4. I'm going to exhaust the weave to prevent one, so I take none and send it back to Unus. That defeats Unus, who flips, has 15 health, and a tough, and nothing else. Then when this would be dealt, remove the recon counter, discard an upgrade or support I control. I've basically only lost one resource, which I'm fine with. Back to my turn. We know that top is 2. So let's do 2 for Red Wing. Let's do... And the throwing acrobatics is so good too, though. But I do want the surveillance team down so that I can do global logistics and look at the top 4. Okay. A boost of 2 on attack is completely fine because I can do the things I've been doing. Let's have that be my boost because that'll just get it out of the deck. Encounter card. If I don't get rid of this, he would quick strike me. But that's going to be clean. So actually, I'm going to put this 2, keep this 2 on top, then this, and we'll just discard this fellow. I'm doing that because I'm going to exhaust Red Wing, return to hand, discard this to remove 2 threat. Top card is my 2, which I enjoy. And I've just played myself because I'm going to get an extra encounter card, which is going to be my obligation. That's hilarious. So, yep, played myself there. Wasn't paying attention to my number of cards in my deck. That's another thing you kind of have to do with Falcon, because if you're setting up the deck, you need to also pay attention to your cards so that you don't get an encounter card you don't want. So let's draw. And I get that as a face-down encounter card. Unfortunate for sure. So 1 goes on. He's attacking for 2. I will defend for 3. It's 2, 3. I take no damage. Now I get 2 encounter cards, one of which is my obligation. Alter Ego action, spend a resource. This has 3. Spend a resource, remove counters from there, a counter from there. And then this is an assault. So now he's just going to attack me for 2, 3, 4. I'm going to prevent 1 of it and send it back. So I take 3 damage. Looking like a good time to flip down, especially with that hazard icon. No threat on Gene Pool. I need to be able to spend resources to clear this. So 1, 2, Battlefield Awareness is very good too. What's the top card? Okay, he's going to scheme for 4. If I don't do anything about it. Wish I had 1 more resource. I'm just going to flip down. Spend a resource. Spend a resource. Spend a resource. Get rid of this. Let's spend a resource. to search for the flock, Falcon's flock. And then we'll remove one threat there. That'll be the turn. Okay, that's actually really good because that'll pay for that. That'll pay for that. I can't get Coulson in, but that's fine too. I can hold on to him. All right, I can't see that. One goes on the main. He schemes for 2, 3, 4. One would actually go there as well. That's 8 of 15. I get one encounter card. I'm stunned. I'm fine being stunned. That's not a big deal. Let's recover. Spend 2 for Red Wing, 2 for Falcon's Flock. And flip up and see what my card is. Okay, it's a boost of 1. Let's remove that. That means if I keep that boost there, that means he's attacking for 3 and I'll defend for 3, so not a big deal. What I do want to do here is thwart 2 here. I'm not going to clear that stun yet. And don't want that as an encounter card, even though it's just a guard. But I do know that it's 1, so I'm going to leave it. Let's hold on to these and a draw. I'm going to get an acceleration here too that I need to worry about. And that up, and away might change things. So 1 goes on the main, which puts 1 here as well. This is face down. This is dealt as a boost card when he attacks. I am going to defend for 3. I'm going to play up, and away, which lets me look at this and this. Okay, I am going to swap these. Draw 3 cards. And then his attack is 5. So I've defended for 3. I would take 2 right now. Microweave reduces it by 1 and sends 1 back to him. Then I get 1 encounter card, which is this guy who is not going to quick strike me because there's only 1 on there. Okay, let's try to get that threat down. It's at 7 of 15. And let's try to get rid of Unus. Okay, Bird's Eye View is going to be good. It's going to remove 4 of that, which is probably fine, right? Let's do... That is Aerial. So we'll put down Draw Their Fire again. Let's do 2, 3... for Coulson. Coulson's going to find my other prep. I think we're going to get all the threat cleaned up. Aerial Evacuation. And then use a counter to play it. Let's get Coulson over here. Can I get rid of that guard too is the question. Big thing is this. Let's do this first because I can play him back if I want to. Let's exhaust Red Wing, return to hand, discard this to deal 1 damage here. Top card is still just a 1. If I do that, let's do 2 for Bird's Eye View. Remove 3, discard the top card, and remove 1 more. New top card is a 2. That was unfortunate. Let's do 1, 2 for Red Wing. Exhaust Red Wing, return to hand, discard the top card to deal 2 damage here. Back in hand, top card is a 0 boost, which I'm totally fine with. And let's have Coulson thwart for 2. Okay. Oh, let's go ahead and use that surveillance team up. Get us cleared up. Ready? All right. When the enemy phase begins, I'm going to discard that so that I can defend without exhausting. 2 goes on the main, which means 1 goes here. He's attacking for 2, 3. I take no damage. I've defended without exhausting. 1 encounter card, Infinite Hunter. Deal 3 damage to an ally you control. That hurts. That defeats Coulson, and he was defeated by something other than consequential. So I put 3 here. Now he has Retaliate. So, how do I want to do this? Oh. No, you know what? Coulson is not going to go that way. I'm going to discard Aerial Evacuation. When another friendly character would be dealt any amount of damage, discard this. Prevent all of it and change to Alter Ego. So Coulson was not defeated. Okay, now the big question is, do I want to recover? Do I have the damage I need? Well, I shouldn't look at that at the moment because I'm face down and I don't have that ability. Okay. Let's see. Lay the Trap could deal 5, which is not damage. I do want to get rid of him too, though. Kind of like to play Blindfold. I am going to recover. Flip up. Look at the top card. It has a boost of 1. What do I want to do with that boost of 1? Let's do 1, 2, 3. I hate losing Lay the Trap for Blindfold. Blindfold lets me look at the top card, discard 1, put the rest back in the same order. So this was the order. Caught Off Guard has a boost of 1. Which I'm fine with a boost of 1. If this is my encounter card, or if this is my boost, this is my encounter card, which just stuns me. But if I was stunned, I take 2 damage. I think I'm actually fine with that. Let's look at Hunted. Discard a card from my hand to discard this isn't terrible. So right now we're looking at boost, encounter card, boost. Let's discard this. And we'll put these back in the same order. Still looking at the top card there. We'll thwart 2 and 2. And it's a big attack of 3. Let's do 1 and 1 for Red Wing. Red Wing is just going to attack for 1 here. I'm going to try to get him down. Maybe not even worry about that guy because he doesn't have guard. It's ready. Global Logistics, Soup Kitchen, Global, Soaring Acrobatics, and a Yaw and Roll. 2 goes on, so 1 goes on. He's attacking, and I'm going to defend for 3. The attack is 3. He hits me for 3. Encounter card is I'm stunned. If I was already stunned, take 2 damage. All right. Nothing here. Top card is 2, of course. I knew that. Red Wing for 2. I can play Red Wing back. And maybe I just go ahead and Global Logistics here anyway. Global Logistics, Exhausting a Shield card. Look at the top 4. Okay, I'd like that on top because that'll deal 4 damage there. Then his boost card would be 2. Let's discard that, and then my encounter card would be that obligation. Don't necessarily like that. Exhaust Red Wing, return to hand. Discard this to deal 3 damage here. We'll do 1, 2 for Red Wing. Red Wing is just going to attack here and knock him out. Okay. Top card is targeted for elimination. And here's the thing. I know that the card under that is that boost of 2. He should be... Oh, no, he's not back in my hand. So let's give me that as an encounter card. Because I know I can defend for 3 and send 1 back for 4, so I won't take any damage. And then that will be my encounter card. Then let's play Soaring Acrobatics. And then I might not even need Vibranium Weave, because if I use that, that would get me up to 4, but I'd much rather use that on like Red Wing or some other character. So let's just ready. Up, and away might change things. All right, that can be good. I'm going to hold that up, and away. This flips back down. 2 goes on the main, which puts 1 there. When this would be dealt, or when this is dealt as a face down boost, number 1, I am defending for 3. I'm going to play up, and away. Look at this and this. Either way, the boost is 2. So I'll draw 2 cards. And I am not going to swap them because this won't come out anyway. So the attack was 4. I've defended for 3, and I will prevent 1 of that and send it back to Unus. Then when this would be dealt to me, I remove this recon counter, and this is the only encounter card I get. Top card is a 2. Let's see if we can finish this out. Okay, Khazar is Ariel. I don't think I need to bother with this. I might remove this threat, and all she can do is thwart anyway. But I don't think I need to worry about this threat. I don't think I need to worry about this threat either. Let's decide what I want to do with Red Wing before. Let's exhaust Red Wing, return to hand, discard this to deal 2 damage. Top card is only 1. As a boost, it would... I mean, I could do Wiccan and then... but I can get rid of that with Bird's Eye View. So let's do 2 for Red Wing. Let's do 1, 2 for Bird's Eye View. Remove 3 threat. Oh, I can't remove it from there, though. So let's maybe not do that. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 2 for Wiccan. She is going to whiff here, but I'm fine with this whiff. After she thwarts, discard a card. Okay, now we're back to a 0 boost, which is unfortunate too. And then how many cards do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't want to spend either of these, and I can't anyway. So, I mean, I could spend both of these by using Red Wing again here, but that would be wasted. So let's just attack with Red Wing for 1, make it 2. Do I want to use Coulson to clear that? I would be stunned, which is no big deal, right? I mean, I would be confused. I'll also get to draw a card, which probably hurts me. No, because I can just not spend it. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2. When defeated, the player who defeated it is confused. Now, he's defeated, but I defeated a side scheme. So I draw a card. Another Bird's Eye View, which doesn't do anything for me, but I also don't want to discard it so that I don't deck out here. See if I can deal 8 to him on the next turn. Let's just ready. Only draw 2. Two goes on, so 1 goes on. He's attacking for 2. I wonder. Yeah, I'm just going to defend for 2. The total attack is 3. I take no damage. 1 encounter card, we get targeted elimination back. That's actually pretty funny. Since I'm already confused, I don't think I have a problem just defeating that again. But that's 2 damage. Let's use her first. Wiccan is going to thwart 2 there. Discard the top card and deal 2 damage. Next card is also a 2. Exhaust Red Wing, return to hand, discard that to deal 2 damage. Let's play Red Wing. Top card is only a 1. So let's attack for 1, make it 2. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3 for Quasar. Quasar, I'm not exactly sure. Let's say Quasar. After he enters play, remove 1 threat from every scheme. And I can't remove it from there because of the crisis. But he can attack for 2 and knock out Unus. All right, that was my Falcon Justice deck against Unus. Again, only playing on standard because I didn't want that super long game. And this was a fun game. It was a good game. The card I really like, and I hadn't played before. I didn't think I was going to like it. And another case of, I think that card's trash, I'm not going to use it. aerial evacuation is very good. That saved Coulson and let me flip down and do some alter ego stuff. So that was fun. And not only did that save Coulson, it saved putting more threat on Gene Pool. So that's important too. All right, that's the game. Let me know what you thought. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a marvelous day.